What it do, man? We back in the mother in this early. Y'all can't get it. Sip this coffee with you. Why is that? Today is the first official day. I mean, it's only one. But today is the official day of fall ball, man. Today is the official day of fall ball. All high schoolers, whatever field you step on today, that is your school for the year. And that is such a beautiful thing. You know, with all the transfer portal and all the NIL and all that stuff there, it comes new facets of life, new phases of life that's a part of each type of journey into the football world, from players to coaches to trainers to all that good stuff. So today is the day that everybody is locked into where they at. You had to have all your stuff done, everything done and ready. For the kids who parents don't do the homework, they understand that the summertime, when your kid is coming into high school, summertime, one of the most important parts of a football season. When you talk about, you know, kids starting the season behind the 8 ball mentally, physically, and all that other stuff, it all starts in the summer. If you ain't working out in the end of May, coming out of spring, going into June, July, I mean, you can take a couple of days off, but truthfully, you shouldn't. Especially if you're trying to make a real name for yourself, understand the dynamics of what's going on the playing field in football, period. Y'all been on the show with me. Y'all already know how I feel about Little League football. I feel like Little League football, let them kids have fun. Let them kids gain the love of it. Yes, they supposed to be learning real deal stuff, real deal fundamentals and stuff, but I feel like some of y'all go too hard. Too serious with them jits. And them jits don't know what they really want to do. Half of them jits out there being forced to play by you. So actually find out the love of the game that the kid, actually let the kid find the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all into developing this area and everything, but we want the ones who want to play football, that's bred to play football, that's down to play football. We ain't trying to get nobody on the field that we got to force to do nothing just because they daddy or they mama or somebody said, oh, you need to play football. So yeah, so that's where I'm gonna start at. Parents, I'm not even gonna open my phone and look at the bulletins yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go straight to what I already know I wanna say. What I wanna say is, with this being the first day of fall ball, parents, this season, for the rest of these kids' careers, man, let's be a positive reinforcement of things. Let's be the positive influence that our kids need. Why? This stuff difficult already, man. These kids dealing with more peer pressure than any one of us ever dealt with the internet, social media, and all that good stuff. So let's teach them the proper things. Let's teach them what he need to know the right way, so that this kid can excel and actually enjoy the game. Because let's just say it, these kids is getting a chance to endure some things with sports in general, because NILs isn't just for football players. NIL is for all athletes, all sports, women's sports, male sports, all of it. You know, understanding that and understanding that you telling me all we got to do is let this kid be a kid, let him run around, play to a high level, let him have a high level of energy. And most of these kids got that. That's why these people are always trying to put this medical condition on these people, talking about 80. You know, I used to have to take medicine for that and all that there. And as an adult, I ain't used that stuff. No medicine. I don't even tell people I had ADHD. I mean, you probably can tell sometimes, but it was nothing that's going to impact my adulthood life. Some of y'all be out here, some of the people who be telling me they got ADHD, I'm like, bro, you ain't got near as much energy as me. You don't do near as much missionless stuff as me, bro. I used to float out. Niggas just like to make excuses, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all know how we talk on here about, you know, your childhood is your childhood. You're an adult longer than all that there. Yeah, man. Everybody trying to hear all these excuses and diagnoses and stuff that they make to make it happen. We done seen people with stage 4 cancer complete marathons, man. Yeah, it happens if it's in here. So parents, let's be the people that help them have a strong here, right here up top. Strong here, in here. Yeah, but the problem is some of y'all not working on y'all selves, so therefore your kid can't even get a good version of you so they can be a best version of themselves, man. Let's do the work, man. The coffee tastes mighty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's flip on what we said we're gonna talk about today, because I got a little 1-2 for you. Okay, so check this out. All high school camps start today. It's 17 days to the first kickoff for high school football. 17. It's 26 days to the college kickoff. Then it's 3 days to the NFL preseason. July 31st, we got football on the TV, y'all. July 31st, we got football on the TV, y'all. And I'm talking about updated football, not flashbacks films from 1905 and 2005 and 2025. We is at 2026 now. Let's get it going, man. Like, I'm so excited for real, though. I already spoke to the parents. Let's go here. Let's go here with it. We need more Teddy Bridgewaters. We need more Ladarius Vans out here in this coaching world, in this coaching field, man. Reading the stuff that they suspended Teddy Bridgewater for. We need more of him out here. You telling me this man got suspended for being a volunteer coach, using his own personal funds to fund his team to be a team? He didn't pay nobody to play. He didn't do any of that type deal stuff, in which we all know he could. We all know that he signed multi-million dollar contracts in the NFL. So on top of him taking care of his family and his kids and all of this good stuff, he's also out here taking care of the community kids. What we supposed to be doing? That's what we supposed to be doing, bro. Okay, the Black Panthers and them, all that WIC and all that stuff there, that came from within our community. The government just took over the stuff and made it into what y'all overly use today. Okay, but the community didn't help the community since back in the days, man. So therefore, we need more coaches like Teddy Bridgewater. And I put Coach Ladarius Van in there because I've been around him over 2 months now. I've been around him this whole summer. And let me just say this here. The electrifying feeling that's on Panther Lane right now, it can't be watered down. It can't be shook off. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing that you just put on Panther Lane and you be like, oh, that's gonna wash out soon. No, this thing getting concreted. This thing getting foundationally set in stone with screws behind them that's going 6 feet deep into the concrete. It's been a foundation that's set. You heard me? The man out there putting in work with these kids, he working with the ones, we ain't just working with the top of the top tier. No, if the top tier person go down, man, that person that's at the very bottom gonna understand what's going on in the regiment. Real deal coaching going on out here, man. We need more Teddy Bridgewaters, more Ladarius Vans out here. And that's on everything we love. Fort Pierce, we got us a good one. Fort Pierce, we got us one of them ones. Let me just say this right here. Westwood ain't never had no coaching staff like this here, first off. Because I'm going to tell you like this here. Y'all allowed Coach Ashman had one of the best runs in 1 year that you can have at any school. The man went 10-0, made a playoff run, sent several kids to Division I, several kids to college, period. Coach Ashman is one of the top tier coaches that ever stepped on Panther Lane, Mike. Facts. The proof is in the pudding. The stats is on the table. The banners is up in the gym. I'm saying this here. What Coach Van doing right now, the way Coach Van doing it, the way that he done put the coaching staff together, the people that's together, camaraderie together on this coaching staff, I promise you, this is the best coaching staff that Fort Pierce Westwood has ever had. And I'm going in history with it. Yeah, I'm going to history with it. We are about to do some things over there on Panther Lane, and this ain't just talk. I've been there. I'm seeing the work. I'm seeing the growth. I'm seeing the inside of the whiteboard classrooms where they learning. I'm hearing the conversations that these kids are having knowledgeably about football, about situations and scenarios, understanding this and understanding that. I'm very excited for what Westwood got going on this season. So let's go to it. I said I was going to do some predictions this morning. I'm gonna name out teams. If I leave any teams out, I come back and I shake them right. Like I said, it's been a moment since we've been on, so we ain't gonna keep it long. We're just gonna get the rhythm back going because I've been waiting for the day to get a set schedule rolling so that I can get my opportunities in line. You know what I'm saying? So here we is. We are back on the podcast. But let's get to it. I'm gonna start with Fort Pierce Central. I'm gonna start with Fort Pierce Central, and I'm gonna work my way to college. I'm going to talk about Fort Pierce schools too, so don't get your panties in a bunch. I leave that other stuff alone. I done talked about it for 2 years, what was going on in the community, in the county, with the other county that's over there. You know, I done spoke on it for years. Y'all know how many Fort Pierce players on their roster and everything. That's them. Let's go Central this season. I think Central primed for another playoff run. They got a quarterback over there. They got some defenders. They got some receivers. They got a running back. And I'm only saying that because they got players from Westwood over there. So, therefore, I think we are primed to play Central on October 31st, Halloween night at Longwood Stadium for a game that's probably going to be worth something. It's going to be a game of substance. That game will be determining somebody's playoff run seed. Where one of those teams will be sitting at in the playoffs is my projection for the Central football season this year. I haven't looked directly at their schedule to see all the ins and outs, but I tell you what, a couple weeks ago, before a couple transfers happened at Central, I was actually putting money on the parlay. I was actually trying to parlay a ticket there to say that Central was going to upset Vero. And I know Vero done went and loaded up with all kind of transfer players from this area. But yeah, I mean, what I'm gonna say, I'm still predicting Central to give Vero a run for their money whenever they play. That's it right there. We'll go to us, Westwood. I'm tell you like this, I've been on the gridiron with them boys, man. I'm watching them boys, man. 8 or better on the win total, playoff run, and we could shock some people in the playoffs. All right, that's where it's at with it. 8 or better, playoff run with a couple shocking wins in that playoff. There you go. Bam. Let's get to the colleges. That's what I came for, to get to the college. We ain't talking about nobody else. We ain't worried about none of that other stuff. If it ain't Westwood and Central, I ain't even much focused on it, and I ain't finna talk about Central too much. Man, all right, let's get with it. Let's get to it. The Florida Gators schedule is another schedule set up for you just don't know. All the Gator fans selling out, talking so much noise, and they telling me about DJ Ladd. Wait, we all don't know if DJ gonna stay healthy. That's the whole thing on the Gator schedule. If DJ Ladd can stay healthy, they'll have a straight season because they schedule is set up back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. And once you hit week 4, Gators, I promise you, you ain't walking out of Hard Rock with the decisions that y'all trying to make already. You ain't walking out of Hard Rock with a win. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Florida State. When I do this conversation right here, don't y'all take me as, I know I'm sitting here dressed in Miami and I'm die hard, but I'm telling you like this here, I'm talking football right now, bro. And when we talking football, we talking about head coaches that understand the game and understand what they can do with what they got going on, right? I said this last year around the same time, and y'all thought I was just running my mouth. And here we go again, I'm gonna say it again. Mike Norvell seems as though he go to the local bar every night after practice. Mike Norvell conversation is not even believable. I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all steady talking about Mario Cristobal. I'm talking to the Florida State fans at this moment. Y'all steady talking about Mario Cristobal, right? Mario Cristobal ain't had no 3-win season. Mario Cristobal ain't had no 2-win season. Yes, we ain't won the ACC yet, but we also done got better each year that Mario been the coach. Can y'all say the same? Y'all had a year or maybe 2 years in there when Jordan Travis was there. And I seen a stat that said Mike Norvell without Jordan Travis has only won 5 games. That means 2 seasons that he had without Jordan Travis was a 3-win season and a 2-win season. I think y'all need to back up out of the trash talking a little bit right now, man, and figure out what's going on up top. Because okay, let's go back to what I've been trying to say to some of y'all, but y'all just, this Florida State, we gonna win. Man, if the head top leadership ain't right, it ain't right, bro. We just came out of that there. We just went through a couple coaches because the leadership wasn't proper. And y'all was talking the junk about us. Now you in the same boat, bro. Now you was in the same boat floating down the river with shit on both sides. Mike Norvell mentally capacity about developing a football team obviously ain't where it's supposed to be at. This man ran the guy, Gus Malzahn. Gus Malzahn won at Auburn with Cam Newton, right? I want y'all to go look that team up. And I want y'all to start giving Cam Newton his flowers. Because I seen a clip that said Cam Newton was the only NFL player on that offense. They won a natty. This ain't no Alabama, Texas team or, none of these teams that LSU teams, 4 years later, we going to look back at the NFL and be like, damn, all them was on one team. All them was on one team in college. Or the 2001 Miami Hurricanes. Joker, excuse me, y'all. Joker can't believe Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, Merriweather. All them boys is on campus at one time. All the running backs, Clinton Portis, Frank Gore, all them boys is in the backfield at one time. This won't be one of them situations. This not one of them situations. Yeah. Cam Newton team at Auburn was carried by Cam Newton. The man was the ultimate running, passing quarterback. He actually had a shotgun for an arm, and this man was bigger than half of the defenses that he went against, so it was hard to bring him down. So when Gus Malzahn was calling that old power read option, it was very unstoppable. That's just like the read option today with the RPOs, the run pass options this year. The game evolves each year. And when Gus Malzahn was running that RPO over there at Auburn, He brung it in. He was one of the he was an innovator of that offense. So therefore, a lot of defense got caught off guard, and that's how a person like Cam Newton made Gus Malzahn's offense look good. Now let's talk about Gus Malzahn's offense without Cam Newton. It ain't nothing to talk about, man. It ain't nothing to talk about at all. That's why he done been fired from every school he done been at since Auburn. He ain't just leave. He ain't gonna take a better position. He got fired. And Mike Norvell go and pick him up. And y'all fans got a nerve to come and talk to me about Mike Norvell and what's his name connecting. Man, y'all got to keep it moving, man. Keep it moving, man. Keep it moving, man. What y'all talking about? Gus Malzahn and Mike Norvell might make the team worse. Thomas Castellanos is a running back. He might hit a couple dots here and there on some luck stuff because, I mean, he throw and he is from Miami. But it ain't too many Miami quarterbacks out here that Miami done passed up on, and we see him go somewhere else and be like, oh, man, maybe that young fella C.J. Bailey at NC State. I'm mad that he left Miami and went up out of there, but I can't name too many other quarterbacks that left Miami that was supposed to come to Miami and left and we didn't get, except for the one that's up under him now. Let's go there. Let's talk about the U, man. Let's talk about the U. Let's talk about how y'all keep talking about Carson Beck. Okay, let's really go here. A joker told me this in the shop the other day. He said, do you really compare Miami to Georgia? Carson Beck was at Georgia for the last couple of years. Georgia is 10 times better than Miami. No, they ain't. Numbers don't lie, motherfucker. We had the #1 offense in the nation last year. Hell, you talking about? We had the #1 offensive line in the nation last year. What are you talking about? Our offense is immaculate under Shannon Dawson. So when we go to, let's go to it. Forget what Cam Ward and Shannon Dawson them did. Understand this here. Carson Beck was committed to the University of Miami before he even went to Georgia. The boy from Jacksonville. But I know y'all don't even follow football enough to know this here. Y'all, forget y'all. Let's talk about the U, baby. We got one of the top quarterbacks under center this year. We got one of the best centers to be under this year. One of the best offensive lines you can find. One of the best run games that you can find. Why am I saying that? Man, they all graded out last year, top 5. The receiving core. Y'all say that they unproven. But Ray, JoJo, okay, if Jeremiah Smith is such the guy, which I'm not saying he not. I'm just speaking in terms right now. JoJo was the #2 guy behind Jeremiah Smith, and there wasn't a big separation margin between them, maybe in size. But when we talk about elusiveness, route running, when we talk about hands and catching, JoJo is elite. What is we talking about? JoJo is elite, bro. So I remember watching Shumadai that year, and I was watching Shumadai that year to see if Zyquan Patterson was going to commit to the U, which he did, which he came, which is going to be his first year without being on the team. Why? Our secondary done went to a whole nother level. So shout out to Zyquan Patterson. I hope you have a great year up there this year, man. But back to it. JoJo, CJ Daniels, Ray Joseph. And let me tell y'all about this secret weapon that I've been waiting to speak on for the offense. Tony Johnson. Tony Johnson. One more. Tony Johnson. Remember the name. You got Tony Johnson, man. That man is a guru at running routes. What are we talking about? That man gonna be eating y'all up in the slot. Mark my words. Ray Joseph, Carr, bruh. I am so ready for the season to go, but I do want these next couple of days to unfold in a slow process. From high school to college, I wanted to unfold in a slow process. Enjoy every minute of every second of every minute of every hour, so that we can make sure that we are fully understanding what's going on these fields. And like I told you, man, I'm more than excited for the football season amongst my teams. I'm not going to go all the way into detail with the NFL because we all know the Tampa Bay looking right. We all know that. Receiving core, immaculate. Secondary, immaculate. D-line, immaculate. I might have to add that with it. Immaculate. Westwood, immaculate. The U, immaculate. Get right. Yeah, y'all talking about, man. It's beautiful, baby. I'm good to be back on. I love getting on this camera, kicking it with y'all. Let me tell you this here, like this here, man. Life been flowing, and like I told y'all, we going. It ain't no sitting back being dormant. So when y'all don't see me, just understand there's a lot unfolding. So, yeah, it's just a great situation. It's like this here. I always say this here. It feel good to be alive while you alive. What that mean? It's a lot of more lovers that's on earth that's dead right now. They don't get up, they don't do nothing. I'm going to take you back to when I was in my troubles and stuff, and I heard the judge say this to another inmate. I heard the judge ask an inmate, older white gentleman at that. Like I said, bro, I grew up Northside Fort Pierce, so a lot of these racial barriers, I had to see them get pushed down myself. I needed to see this because I done seen a lot of barriers be put up right in my face too. So I heard a judge tell an older white man this in court one day. He said, the dude told him, he said, ma'am, I'm trying to go home. I don't bother nobody. I stay to my own self. I do my own thing, right? The judge say, well, shit. Well, what do you do for the community to make me think that I need to send you back to the community? Well, say I don't bother nobody. I stay out of everybody's way. I don't mess with nobody. She said, do you do anything for the community, though? He said, nah, I just take care of me and mine. Judge say, well, you can go do your time and take care of you just fine. You don't know what I'm saying? The community don't need you out here. You don't do nothing for the community. That let me know you just can't be dormant out here being a selfish person just walking around worried about you. We got to get active, man. We got to be out here amongst the people. We got to be, especially the youth, especially the kids. And I know that sometimes it's disheartening because some of these kids don't have the proper knowledge. The kids don't have the proper manners. The kids don't have the proper upbringings that make you even want to be around them. But it's on us. I know. Even if your parents did their job, it's still on us. Hey, each one teach one, man. Them sayings and stuff been around for a long time, and I do feel like it's been a positive effect on it. That's why you see so much stuff swinging the way that it is. That's why these kids are getting paid now. That's why it's so much stuff done progressed fastly too, very fast. And it's due to the proper people doing the proper things at the proper time. Everybody ain't gonna get a pat on their back. Everybody ain't gonna get their flowers. We just pray that it equal up to a collective. You know what I'm saying? Let's be out here in the community. Let's continue to do what we do, how we supposed to do it when we supposed to do it, bro. Because at the end of the day, you can sit behind your door in your house. You can sit anywhere you want to and talk about all the problems. But until you was out here putting foot forth to be a problem solver, you just running your mouth. And I ain't one of them people that just run their mouth. My teachers can tell you that. Yeah, man, it's been a beautiful episode. We done kicked it off again. We back in the building. We doing what we do, how we do. You know how I go. You know what I'm saying? What I say, one finger, two finger, no, we ain't gonna get there yet. Because what I say first before that, you gotta put a smile on your face, because you can put a smile on somebody else's face, and we can make the community a better place, baby. That's all we trying to do out here. And talk some stuff about these sports, especially this football. You heard me? Hey, the hair products on the way. So y'all can hit the website, Kingdom Hair Care. Kingdom Hair Care. The products is on the way. We unfolding the business in a different light. Today is fall ball. We out there on the field. We coaching the kids. We got an official spot on the coaching staff. We still at the hair school. We're over there at Florida Student Cosmetology School. We got estheticians. You want to become an esthetician? Come out there. You want to become a barber? Come out there. You want to become a cosmetologist? Come out there. You want to become a nail tech? Come out there. We got one of the best staffs that you can have out there teaching this stuff, giving y'all the game, giving you the ins and outs of it, because we all are still very active into the community of doing hair at the school. And then last but not least, we at the barbershop. With fall starting, I do have a new schedule. So therefore, if you know how to link in with me, get the schedule down packed so we can make sure that everybody is staying fresh during this winter time. The fall ball, all that good stuff there going through the school year. Everybody staying fresh for work. You know, all these jobs got all these mandates and stuff about hair and all this good stuff. So we here to get you right. Man, it's been really good to be back on the podcast with y'all. We back rocking 100%. We're going to get a set regiment days going. Like I told y'all, there's so many moving parts going on right now that I just got to keep on weeding the seed and making it happen when it can. You know what I'm saying? So I thank everybody who been hitting me up, checking on me to see where we at, why we ain't dropped a new episode yet, where the episode's at. Damn, boy, all this stuff going on. When the Teddy Bridgewater situation was going on, I had a couple people that just knew they was finna get an episode from me, and I wasn't able to do that at the time. So I thank y'all for hitting me up, checking on me, checking on the show and everything. But we here now. So peace and blessings to everybody out there, man. Again, put that smile on your face so you can put a smile on somebody else's face, and we're going to continue to do the thing our way. What we say, one finger, two finger. Peace.